Hi ladies, I hope you're doing amazing today. Welcome to another episode of the Femininity Cookies. I'm Dr. Christina and your femininity coach from LA. I talk all things dating and sex for ambitious women, female entrepreneurs and executives in their 40s. If you have built an incredible life, have an incredible lifestyle, but you're still single, there's no man, my femininity quickies are exactly what you need. I guide you through that. I guide you through, your unique journey, the dating journey in your 40s. And as I know, sometimes you need a little bit more. So if a quickie is not enough for you, I offer one-on-one coaching. The link for the sign up and more details is in the description box of this episode. Yeah, so let's talk about men. Let's talk about dating, sex. Let's bring it on. All right, today I want to talk about red and green flags in your dating scene, dating life, dating jungle in your 40s. I mean, in general, right? Let's give it a first note. It's so easy. Oh, this is a red flag. Oh, this is a green flag. This is, but it all depends on your personal standards and boundaries. Is this something you don't like? Right? I mean, there are general things coming up if someone is more, a selfish person, if someone, I even don't want to use those words because we so easily throw them out. We throw them at the other person and we just judge, right? It's like toxic behavior, narcissistic behavior, abuse, cheating, all this is like just so negative. I want you to gain more of an understanding where a man or where those unique people are coming from. Everyone has a unique story. Everyone grew up in a very different world, in a different household, right? There's no one is ever the same on this planet. The way they grew up, as I said, the family structures, it's different. The jobs they have, the friends they had back in the days, it's different. So, right, I want you to go on a date and be in a more curious, excited, and neutral position, right? So that you stay calm, you listen, you observe. And as I always say, you make the decisions if this is a yes or a no. Of course, you need to know your standards, as we talked about, your boundaries, what is a no-go for you, right? And then you stick to that, and then it's a no. But what I don't want you to start judgments right away, right? And if a man shows up a certain kind of behavior, you don't know why, right? It's your personal interpretation of his behavior, right? So what can you do before you declare this is a red or green flag? Even a green flag can become a red one, and vice versa, if you have more information to what is going on. So what I always say, communication is key. And when you're dating, right, in early stages, when you have the first text message, the first communication with a man, if you don't understand something what he's saying, don't judge, right? And don't make weird assumptions. Oh my God, this is a red flag. Why? This is rude, We all sometimes have bad days. Sometimes we are not, the best communicators because there's also something going on in our lives. And everyone, as I said, is unique, has a unique style of communicating, has a unique style of sharing things. Some people are just good with texting, some are not, right? Some are busy during the day. I mean, I also had moments when I banned my phone, right? It was just out of the room. And if someone would have texted me in those couple of hours, they would probably thought Christina is just not available. What's wrong with her, And that's so easy, we so easily judge. But this is also a sign because you judge based on your beliefs, right? So what I want you to do is, of course, know your standards and boundaries. As I said, I know that you have your list, and these are the red flags. So if someone, for example, if a guy is smoking and you're a non-smoker and for this is something you don't accept, this is your standard and non-negotiable, right? Then this is a red flag, bye. All right? And if someone is very good in shape and you love people in shape, you love a healthy lifestyle, all right, this is on your standard list, right? Green flag, let's go, right? But like when it comes to nuances, right? When it comes to the way they communicate or the way they speak, I want you to stay in the observant role, stay neutral, and stay also excited about finding out why this is like that. For example, some men love to give you compliments. It can also be their love language, right? And if they do so, I know a lot of women, oh my God, he's love bombing me, red flag by. That's rude. Again, that's super rude, because maybe he just wants to be nice, and maybe he's just triggering an old belief, an old story, or like you like literally fell into the trap of all those TikTok, Instagram people calling everyone who makes a compliment as a love bomber and someone who's toxic, right? So be aware, and be neutral and excited, and also take a compliment as a compliment. Even myself, I give compliments, although I don't know them, right? Sometimes people on the street, if they're nicely dressed, I'm so obsessed with like visuals and styles. Like I literally, when they are looking so good, I repeat that multiple times when I talk to them on the street. Maybe they think I'm a love bomber, but you know what I mean. This is a genuine compliment. This is just an example for how easily, right, we judge situations. We observe, we judge, and then we, in the box, red or green, buy or yes. And that's so really, maybe they're good prospects, right? They were incredible men, but you start the judgment thing. Think about that. And literally, I want you to, of course, listen, right? Of course, come to a conclusion. Of course, collect the information. But I think it's the whole package. It's not a single compliment that would determine a red flag. It's the whole time. Is he taking care of himself? Is he like taking care of the situation? Is he leading the situation? Right? And is he not promising things he would never do, or promising things without even knowing you, right? Those are the signs I would look for. And then I would say, okay, this whole thing seems to be a red flag. Okay, I don't want to. But then also, you would not feel that good because there's something going on. But I don't want you under no circumstances to judge right away, right? You never know. And if you want to know, just ask him. Hey, let's be honest here. I figured you say really nice things, and I feel maybe a little bit overwhelmed. Is this like who you are? Let me know. I'm curious. Is like making compliments something you like doing, right? Be just open and ask, right? Nail that thing. If you want to know, ask him. Picture that again. He could be your future husband. Of course you would want to know, hey, are you more of a like compliment guy, or how do you treat that? Just let me know. I'm curious. I want to get to know you. And that's in return for the man also super sexy, because you make the doors open. Like, hey, I want to communicate. I want to get to know you too, right? Share more. I'm curious. And that's fucking sexy, honestly. So yeah, I hope this helps. And be aware of, the green and red and like whatever. And don't judge right away. It's really rude. And also, you don't want to get judged by a man right away, because maybe you just have a bad day, right? You never know. And maybe you would have been the perfect match, but someone is judging. And this is not what we want. This is not what we want. If you feel like, as we spoke about, like leading as a man, how do you feel? How does a masculine man makes you feel as a woman, right? If this is the truth, right? And if you feel good, then it's definitely a green flag, because it means you go on a next date. You feel good, right? You feel protected, safe, he takes care. And again, if there are like little things that cause confusion, or little things you don't understand, don't think like, oh, I don't understand, I don't care, I put this on my list. No, you're gonna ask. Because until you have proof, until you have his response, you don't even know if this is true or not. You don't know, right? and punish yourself with those negative thoughts, and don't let your brain and mind come up with BS, because you don't know. And I tell you, I had like so many situations. I was judging, right? I made up crazy stories, and then I acted differently. I acted rude, I acted more distant. That's not fair. You know, you are, as I always tell you, you have to be the best self you can possibly be, which means not to judge, not to act weird, not to make assumptions without even asking the man. I mean, how would you be in a relationship later on? Would you make crazy assumption and then always leave? Would you make crazy assumption and then act out crazy weird in crazy or weird ways because you have not had his response? Right? It's a relationship or dating. That's a collaboration. That's a cooperation. That's communication. That's working together on getting to know each other. Working together on finding if there is potential, right? It's together. The masculine and the feminine, together, not separate. All right, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and take more care of what you consider as a red or green flag. And yeah, I see you in the next episode. Take care.